just gonna jump up and pat him on the shoulder.
Well, which way would we like to go?
Here we go.
Here we go.
First of all, do halflings have low light, or do halflings have...
Oh, maybe halflings don't, actually.
I think halflings have normal vision.
Well, okay. Well, he's got the torch lit now, though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ivan's got a torch for you. So.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out if I had that, so I'm a little distracted.
Yeah, no, actually, once you said that, I realized, yeah. I think gnomes do, but halflings are more like humans in that regard.
Yeah. All right, so we've got two paths in front of us.
I'm wide-eyedly going to the right.
Okay.
I'd like to do a perception to see if there's any way to tell, like, wind coming from one direction, or...
Well, if that would be the torch. You can tell where the flame is blowing.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna... Okay, well, roll your perception.
Jeez.
There's just... You can hear rushing water in the distance, just enough, and the steady, like, drip, 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 drip in the cave is just, like... It's eerie enough to you that you're having trouble focusing.
Wait. I'm going to use my lucky ability and re-roll that one.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah, okay, just roll it again then.
Woohoo!
Okay, 16.
I forgot that halflings don't have to accept a 1, ever.
Well, but you can only use that like once per day, can't you?
No, it's just a racial trait.
Yeah, but you can't use it constantly. You have a limited usage of that, don't you?
No.
Because if it's unlimited, that's freaking god-like. I mean, let me look that up. I gotta make sure.
Yeah.
See, when you roll a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll a die, but must keep the...
Oh, yeah, it's every time. Wow.
Lucky.
Wow.
I just dropped my player's manual.
That's really powerful. That's awesome. Obviously, if you roll 2 1s in a row, you're still screwed. But okay.
If I roll 2 1s in a row, I am really fucked.
So with that perception, you can that little bit of water you can kind of see on the ground to your left. You can actually tell that it is moving in one direction. It's not like just stagnant water sitting there. Other than that, though, the air itself is very, very still. There's sort of a moldy, it's not like a bad moldy smell, but definitely like a very natural, earthy, wet smell and scent kind of clinging to the air, and a tinge of like death to that. And like I said, you can hear rushing water in the distance, not like super fast, like rapid rushing, but like moving water, and then of course there's just dripping sounds because it's a very wet environment.
Okay. And which path is the water going down?
That's the one to your guys' left.
It's very moist.
I'm gonna recommend we go down the left path.
I say right.
Looks like Oscar's the tiebreaker.
Why do I have to break all these ties between you two?
One of us is crazy and one of us is...
Okay.
All of my decisions are made by like coin flips and dice rolls, okay? And the coin flip said right.
If I listen extremely intently down the right path, what do I hear?
You have to roll a perception.
No. I'm taking the time to... Yes. Listen extremely intently
really
down the right
time.
We're all just standing there for like 5 minutes while he just listens.
You can hear rushing water, like the moving water, very, very distantly. As compared to it seems closer to the left side.
Now,
but that doesn't necessarily tell you.
Now,
much.
by running water, meaning if it's that far down, it's more like rushing water.
No, like you can hear the gurgling of water. The cave system's not so huge that it's like going to be miles away or anything.
Okay.
So, but really, all you can tell is that there might be moving water closer going down the left path than down the right path. Other than that, you can't really hear anything.
Okay.
It's just the ambient, echoes of your own footsteps, and then the dripping of water from everywhere.
Ivan, I'm sorry about your uncle's cousin, but we're gonna go left.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. Maybe you're right. I guess it'll come with.
Okay. So you guys start moving left. Very quickly, of course, you come up to that water that you're able to see on the floor, and you can see it's a very small depression. It's not very deep, maybe 1 to 2 inches, but it's very wide. It's probably 6 feet across, and it's just rushing from your now left to your right across this path.
I'm gonna try and whack it with my staff.
You whack the water.
Yeah.
Okay, you just get a wood on water slapping sound as it
okay.
sprays,
Wood on water.
Splashes a little bit of water around. The water's coming from like cracks in the along the floor and the ground. Nothing that you would be able to fit through on both sides. So it's not like you could like follow the water or anything there. But the water is just it's going across your path there, and then the tunnel continues across it.
Could I stick my finger in it to stop it for a bit?
I mean, you can, but since it's like 6 feet wide, it doesn't really do much.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was like a little crack.
Oh, well, it's coming from a bunch of cracks, like holes, small holes in the wall. So you could maybe plug up one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, roll a Constitution check.
What is happening?
What is going on?
Why? He just wanted to derail us so bad.
I got a 9.
You feel a sharp pain on your finger, and when you pull it away from the hole there, you're bleeding slightly, but you can't tell anything beyond that.
Okay.
Well, what the hell was that?
I hurt myself.
Did you
Well,
cut
see,
it on
now you know.
something in the
Poke your,
water?
poke your fingers in strange holes.
If anyone's actually watching this stream and they know what SLAD are, they're very concerned for you right now. Just letting you know that. But anyways,
I did this. Now I'm gonna take my thumb and I'm just gonna burn it with the torch.
okay, it burns really bad and it cauterizes the wound.
All right.
You're not bleeding anymore.
Sure.
But your finger is burnt very badly. Well, not super badly, but it's burnt a little bit.
All right.
Ivan, what the hell are you doing, dude?
I learned this in med school.
Do not trust those doctors.
Ivan, stay right behind me. Don't go poking your fingers in the walls anymore. And I'm just gonna move forward through this puddle.
I'm gonna follow almost uncomfortably close behind him.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm
It's cool.
a little ways behind.
Okay.
I'm just shaking my head at the ridiculousness of this.
So you kind of splash through the water real quickly. You get across it, and then you continue following the tunnel. I'm assuming you're just going to keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as there's no splitting paths or anything.
So you keep moving, and then the tunnel kind of not quite a 90-degree, but a very sudden right turn. And right as you go around that curve, it splits again.
Man,
Well, doesn't that just sound like a problem?
little bit.
My intuition says right.
Ivan, you said right last time.
And you didn't listen to me, and look what happened.
That's okay, Ivan. Maybe you're right. Maybe so.
Are we gonna remember how to get out of here if we go right and keep changing it up each time?
Well, if we go right again, we're just gonna end up kind of back where we were, I think, because we went left and then it took a curve. It curved right, correct?
Curved right. So you're now essentially facing the direction you were facing when you came in.
Yeah. So if we take another right, we're gonna end up going.
Well, it's not.
Back to
This time, it's not. It's not. You're not at a fork like this. It's like it's spreading like this in front of you.
Oh, okay.
So they're both kind of going straight. They're just slightly veering from each other.
Yeah, we can go right. Sounds fun.
Let's go right.
Okay.
Took
You
a
start
left and a
moving. You start moving right, and going up that tunnel, and you get about maybe 50, 60 yards down this tunnel, and it's kind of curving a little bit, but it's very, very subtle, so you don't really notice it. And then you can hear gurgling water around you, but you can't see any now.
We can hear, but not
Ivan,
see.
go punch the wall and see if you can break into a stream or something.
Okay, and then
Okay.
I'm just gonna smack my staff right into the wall.
Had it been a normal staff, it would have cracked in half, but it's magic, so it just kind of vibrates in your hands, and you get that whole like thing. Yeah, but not so much because it's wood, so it absorbs the majority of the vibration. But it
Right.
definitely like.
Vibrations. So does that
That's
mean?
all I have.
So does that mean if I cast something like Thunder Wave at the wall, I could break it? Probably not. We're not going to waste a perfectly good spell slot.
Did it make a hollow sound when I hit it, or did it?
No, it sounded like
sounded
hitting a
solid?
stick against rock.
They're not quite done against.
Okay.
I think the torque, I would just say.
Okay. The tunnel does continue forward, and you just kind of can hear the water around you. You can tell it's nearby, but don't know quite where.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking forward.
Okay. Aren't you going to follow him? Okay. As you move forward here, you now come to another intersection. There is a path directly to your right, but then because of the how much light the torch gives you, you can actually see another path about 20 feet further, also to the right, and then the tunnel you are in continues to go straight forward. So you've got two possible right junctions here to choose from.
I'm going to listen and see if I can hear anything or see anything.
Just in general.
I pretty good like it.
I say we go straight.
You're just listening in general.
Just trying to see if I can sense anything, hear anything, get a feel for what's around us.
The sound of like moving water seems to be a little bit stronger, but other than that, everything sounds about the same as it has.
I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have fun. Yeah.
Why do I feel like the water is on top of us?
Is anybody else worried about that? Because I was starting to get worried about that.
About the water? Or the water being like not like being around us?
I don't want to drown.
I will specify also, the whole time you've been walking, it has maintained that sort of downward incline.
Yep, we're going under a lake or a stream
We're
or
going
something.
under a river.
Well, then I think maybe we should go straight.
Sure. Let the crazy man go the directions. Sounds like fun.
Okay, so you're gonna ignore these two side passages and keep moving straight.
Going straight.
Yep. Going straight.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
So the downward incline starts to get a bit more severe, but nothing that's like difficult to walk on. It's just noticeably steeper. Other than that, not much changes. The path kind of moves back and forth a little bit. What's your marching order?
I'm in front.
I'm sorry.